Sichuan cuisine offers dishes that can please any palate. Chengdu is a place where anyone can find a taste that feels like home. Exploration and Discovery now presents Savoring Abundance Episode 3. Sichuan cuisine has become globally renowned, found wherever there are Chinese communities. As one of China's four major cooking styles, it's celebrated across the globe. Yet, in Chengdu, it's just a part of the rich culinary tapestry. With a history spanning 3,000 years, Chengdu radiates both ancient charm and modern openness, offering a smorgasbord of flavors from all corners of the world. It's truly one of the most gastronomically diverse cities on the planet. Ancients once praised geese as gentlemen on the water, likely because they never had to catch one themselves. Anyone who's dealt with poultry knows these seemingly graceful creatures can be quite feisty. Guixia, fondly known as Antigua, grew up in the countryside and knows well how to handle these village bullies.
This one's a bit light. You don't want them too fat or too lean. Too lean makes them tough to chew. Too fat makes them greasy. You need a balance. This one's a bit thin. It hasn't eaten in a few days. There's nothing in its belly, which means the meat will be tastier. Gotcha finally.
With the goose caught and ready, tonight's dinner is all set. After a brief rest, Hua takes her prize back to the backyard. She relies on hay for that traditional roast. This method lets the flames melt the fat beneath the skin, rendering a crispy shell as the collagen gets coated with fat over the heat.
Smoking and roasting bring out the flavor. It's the old school way to make farmhouse specialties, keeping everything juicy. The thicker fat under the skin of the legs shrinks in the heat, tightening the meat, so it stays firm and doesn't fall apart.
Lifting a hefty 3-kilogram goose by the neck with one hand and supporting it with the other is no easy feat.
See? As the skin sizzles and the fat starts to shimmer, you know it's just right.
However, Gua doesn't get a break. With perfect weather, it's time to whip up her renowned fermented chili sauce. The Sichuan Basin, with its mild climate and abundant rainfall, is ideal for making fermented bean paste. Different local methods produce flavors as diverse as the region itself. Remove the stems from beauty and bird's eye chilies and soak them in water for 10 minutes. Then rinse with running water and leave them to dry. The bird's eye chilies are sliced for extra heat, while minced ginger and garlic add a punch of aroma. These ingredients are then placed in an earthen jar along with salt for preservation and sugar for flavor. The chilies and seasonings are thoroughly mixed, and baijiu is added for fermentation. It takes a full year for the fermented chili sauce to reach its peak flavor. For gua, these flavors evoke nostalgia. Goose has long been a cherished delicacy in China, particularly in Guangdong and Sichuan, where it is regarded as a premium ingredient. Known for its juicy, tender, and slightly chewy meat, goose often takes center stage at the dinner table. Cut the goose into chunks and marinate, allowing the seasoning to penetrate and fully bring out its natural flavors and hearty texture. Add oil to a hot wok before quickly stir-frying the goose pieces. Unlike other poultry, goose meat is firmer and has a more evenly distributed layer of fat. The initial roasting has reduced much of its gaminess, and after marinating, it has little to no unpleasant odors. As it fries, the kitchen fills with enticing aromas. The stir-frying seals in the flavor, making the exterior crispy and the inside juicy, delivering the best taste experience. Next, spices and fermented chilies are introduced. The rich aroma from the spices, combined with the piquant heat of the fermented chilies, creates a multi-layered dish. The hallmark of this goose dish is its perfect blend of spiciness and savoriness, with each bite infused with the chili sauce's intensity and the spice's depth. Despite its seemingly simple execution, Gua has perfected this dish over 5 years. Water is added, and the goose is simmered slowly. This gentle cooking method enables the meat to absorb the essence of the spices, resulting in an even more tender and flavorful dish. Additional ingredients not only enrich the dish's texture, but also complement the goose, ensuring that this dish is anything but ordinary. As the broth thickens and releases an enticing aroma, celery and garlic shoots are added for a brief sauté before serving. The steaming goose, enveloped in spicy fermented chilies, bursts with flavor, blending intensity and subtlety in every bite. The deep red meat glistens invitingly. Sink your teeth in, the meat's firm texture dances on your palate, while the fiery chilies instantly spark your senses awake. The goose is rich yet not greasy. Bite into it, and the juices flow, mingling with the chili's heat and aroma, rushing forth like an impending storm, brimming with vibrant life force. Chili's spicy kick hits like an unexpected whirlwind, while the goose's tenderness offers a sense of calm after it. creating a dish that is both strikingly bold and peacefully balanced. While Sichuan cuisine is often celebrated for its numbing and spicy sensation, its true magic lies in the intricate balance of diverse flavors. It's all about creating a symphony of tastes, with sugar and spices working in harmony to create distinct profiles, like the sweet lychee flavor and savory fish fragrance flavor. Seasoning mastery is a hallmark of Sichuan chefs. From bustling restaurants to rustic countryside kitchens, sugar subtly finds its way into both cold dishes and hot stir-fries. Steamed pork slices with red bean paste, known as tian xiao bai, is among the few Sichuan dishes where sweetness takes center stage. Begin by searing the pork belly, the main ingredient, to remove any hair. Once the skin turns reddish brown, it's ready for the next step. Add leeks, ginger, and cooking wine to the water to reduce the pork's gaminess. After boiling for about half an hour, the pork should be about 80% cooked. If you're unsure about this, a chopstick should pierce through easily when it's done. Traditionally, brown sugar was used for coloring, but for a richer hue, caramelized sugar glaze is often preferred. The juicy pork belly, now deeply flavored and glazed with sweetness, becomes more appetizing inside and out. Pork belly is then sliced into pieces 2 to 3 millimeters thick, and each slice is butterflied. Ensure it's thick enough to retain texture yet thin enough to cook properly. With a fat-to-lean ratio of 9:1, every movement showcases the chef's exceptional skill. The red beans require pre-soaking of at least 10 hours to achieve the right texture for the bean paste. Once thoroughly hydrated, the beans become soft and powdery. Crush them with the back of a knife. This process creates bean paste, known as fan sha. The crushed beans are then slowly fried over low heat until their moisture evaporates. Peanuts, white sesame seeds, and lard are added. Blending everything into a unified mixture before removing from the wok. This mixture is then placed in the fridge to set. Glutinous rice is also called sticky rice. Round glutinous rice is essential for this dish, due to its superior smoothness and stickiness. Cooked rice is seasoned with white sugar, lard, and a syrup made of brown sugar. Finally, the dish comes together. The cold red bean paste is sandwiched between slices of pork, drizzled with syrup, and topped with the prepared glutinous rice. Ensure the rice covers the entire bowl before steaming. A 30-minute steam bath allows the pork to release its fats, beautifully softening beneath the sweet glutinous rice, offering a velvety texture, along with a rich and sweet taste. Sugar thoroughly infuses every bite, quietly yet firmly taking center stage. with its rich, irresistible taste.
Dear guests and friends, welcome. The Feast of 9 Big Bowls begins. Please take your seats. The dishes are ready to be served.
A true feast isn't complete without plenty of dishes and guests. New Year celebrations are centered around abundant, lively banquets. In Sichuan and Chongqing, these feasts are usually not held in homes, but in open spaces, like clearings used for drying grains, vegetable seeds, and corn, known locally as baba. With many attendees, a variety of dishes is essential to create harmony, which makes a banquet. Hence the term baba banquet.
Rich but not greasy.
To qualify as a proper banquet, there must be at least 9 different dishes, which is why these gatherings are also called the 9-bowl feast. Tables stretch along the long, winding streets, in such an open-air area. The banquet offers not only a variety of delicious dishes, but also a taste of enduring cultural charm. If Tian Xiaobai entices everyone with its universal appeal, then Wulong Jia serves as the grand finale of the feast. The dish begins with frying rice flour, seasoned with Sichuan peppercorns, white cardamom, galangal, star anise, and cinnamon. Once fragrant, they are removed from the wok and cooled before being ground into a fine powder. This dish features perfectly measured slices of pork belly, each 25 centimeters long and 1 centimeter thick. Traditionally at weddings and significant events, this dish is always served as the grand finale of the banquet, cherished no matter where the event takes place. Each guest receives just 1 slice, according to the local tradition. The size of the Wulong Jia dish reflects the magnitude of the occasion. A bold flavor is crafted from a mix of bean paste, Sichuan pepper, rice flour, minced ginger, and garlic water. The seasoned rice flour coats both sides of the pork, which then undergoes the most crucial steaming process. This dish requires meticulous care, involving 3 sessions of steaming and cooling. Each intense steaming extracts excess oil and moisture, while each cooling phase enhances the dish's character. The flavors mature in the heat, evaporate in the cold, and transform in the steamer. Over 2 hours, the pork absorbs flavors to the fullest, completing its metamorphosis into a delicacy. Wulong Jia is all about craftsmanship. Its sticky and fragrant taste, crispy and smooth texture, leave a lasting impression on diners from all over the country. It's a culinary experience that stays with you long after. In Sichuan dialect, both do and hai refer to something large. For example, hai-wan refers to a big bowl. Consequently, the 9-bowl feast can also be referred to as 9 big bowls. Common local dishes are often given auspicious names, like reunion bliss or prosperity every year, adding a traditional charm and well wishes to the feast. This feast encapsulates the essence of Sichuan and Chongqing cuisine, focusing on vibrant presentation and rich flavors. Creative plating and cooking techniques elevate these dishes into not just meals, but works of art. In Chinese culture, a feast is the most significant gathering. For these grand gatherings, people prepare chicken, fish, beef, and lamb, along with abundant drinks, to celebrate unity and good fortune with family and friends. The feast brings flavors to life, creating a culinary experience filled with warmth and connection. Some say that Sichuan folks truly savor life's flavors, especially the most famous spicy and numbing sensations. However, most Sichuan cuisine isn't actually spicy or numbing. Many locals aren't necessarily the most hardcore spice lovers. So, why do we always connect Sichuan with chilies? Partly because the cuisine has gained nationwide popularity, and partly due to Sichuan peppercorns that always steal the spotlight. Plus, Sichuan chefs have mastered various techniques to prepare chili, maximizing its allure. When it comes to Sichuan's milder side, it might seem understated, but it's incredibly nuanced. Like a misty mountain, concealing a multitude of scenic wonders.
Let's go catch a chicken. Take it slow.
Children growing up in the city often miss out on the joys of rural life. So, this weekend, Xie took his niece and nephew up the hill to cook a meal together, just like he enjoyed during his childhood.
Today's mission is to catch a chicken.
Why catch a chicken? And we need eggs too.
We'll make chicken for lunch. Sound good? We'll also gather some eggs.
Traditionally, chicken's always the first dish at important gatherings, as its name sounds like good luck in Chinese. Domesticated over 10,000 years ago, chickens have been part of human lives, offering nutrition with minimal upkeep. These free-range tough birds, constantly on the move, boast a higher ratio of muscle fibers, which contributes to their appealingly firm texture. Reflecting the bold nature often seen in Sichuan and Chongqing girls. Sonia, the younger sister, is much braver than her brother Xiaobao when it comes to catching chickens.
Circle around it. Move in. Quickly.
On the way back, they noticed some pea shoots by the roadside. Just in time before the end of their season, Xie made sure the kids picked some for lunch. Considering the kids' palates, he plans to make a mild-flavored dish. He's chosen sautéed sliced chicken in egg white, chicken paste, known locally as chicken tofu, is one of the three treasures of traditional Eastern Sichuan cuisine from Dazhou and a hallmark of salt merchants' cuisine. Even uninspired chicken breast, often left behind by picky eaters, becomes something delightful and memorable in his hands. The chicken breast is pounded into a fine paste, with sinews meticulously removed for that silky texture. Add salt for seasoning, and egg whites to enhance smoothness. Then mix it with starch water and scallion ginger water. Oil is heated in a wok, and once it reaches a low heat, drop the chicken paste into it. The traditional technique, called dropping, involves spooning the chicken paste into the hot oil. The combination of gravity and heat from hot oil forms the paste into thin slices. If the slices are uneven, they may end up too greasy. The chicken quickly takes shape and is transferred to warm water. The alternating temperatures make it even softer and smoother, while the warm water helps remove excess oil. It's then cut into serving pieces, ready for the next step. Chicken fat is used to fry ginger and leeks. Then in goes the clear chicken broth, with a pinch of salt, wood ear mushrooms, pea shoots and other ingredients. Alone, chicken breast might not stand out, however. With flavorful broth, it transforms into something legendary. Originally a renowned dish from Shandong cuisine, this dish is known for its pure white color and refined appearance. An early example of molecular gastronomy, allowing you to taste chicken without really seeing it. Adding pea shoots gives it a Sichuan twist, making it a seasonal delight. Flawless chicken slices beautifully showcase the tender meat and smooth egg whites, while the refreshing greens create a complex harmony of textures.
Lunch is ready. Dig in, little ones.
For Xie, these may be simple ingredients, but the chance to share a meal with family is rare and cherished. Years from now, when Sonia and Xiaobao have grown up, they might reminisce about that morning chasing chickens with their uncle. They might recall running freely and forget the exact flavor of the chicken slices. Yet, the memory of that wonderful afternoon will always be a treasure in itself. Isn't it? In the heart of winter, people eagerly await the arrival of spring. By April, the landscape begins to bloom, bringing forth a variety of wild greens. In Chengdu, the fresh flavors of spring are never in short supply. Early in the morning, Zhang Liang sets off to Gaofeng Mountain to gather the season's first greens. Among them, the tender vetch stands out as a hidden treasure, even in a city known for its adventurous palate.
This mugwort can be used to make green rice cakes. Over here is Okinawan spinach, also called shue pizai in Sichuan. It's perfect with a light dressing, or stir-fried with pork liver.
This is what the famous poet Su Dongpo missed for 15 years after leaving his hometown. A humble field green, known as yuan xiu, or vetch.
There are two types of vetch. This one with purple flowers, similar to pea blossoms, is called big vetch. There's also a variety with tiny blooms, like baby's breath. This is the tiny vetch. The small one can be used, but it's typically tougher.
Curious about the best way to enjoy it? Let me show you how to make the most of its flavors. Lion's head with vetch is Zhang Liang's creative spin on the classic Huaiyang dish, lion's head meatballs. Zhang makes this dish several times every spring. To make the most of the seasonal vetch. The soul of this dish lies in nature's offerings. Pork belly, water chestnuts, mushrooms, and shrimp. Fresh vetch is blanched, immediately chilled. And finely chopped. Ready to merge with minced pork belly. Pork belly, trimmed of hair, is cut into small cubes that glisten with a touch of fat. Preparing these ingredients is a task of patience and attention to detail. Make sure you check everything is fresh, and each cut is precise. Be patient, you're almost there. All the components come together with ginger scallion water. The mixture is stirred clockwise, gently and consistently, allowing it to bind seamlessly. The pork's fat-to-lean ratio provides a rich mouthfeel, while the crunchy water chestnuts add unexpected lightness. Pea flour and egg whites are introduced, adding an extra layer of elasticity and smoothness to the mixture. A clear broth is gently simmering below as the meatballs take shape. With each careful kneading, once perfectly round, they're coated with egg white and pea flour before being placed delicately into the boiling broth. Immediately, reduce the heat to maintain a slight simmer, ensuring the broth stays clear and the meatballs hold their shape. The crystal clear broth, infused with meaty aromas, heralds the arrival of spring. The broth used to cook the meatballs is strained and returned to the pot, and then brought back to a boil. Every step of the cooking process, from chopping to heat control, demands perfect timing and precision. Chopped vetch is added to the broth, along with seasonings and salt at just the right moment. Finally, a touch of starch water enhances the dish's complexity. Vetch offers a crisp, refreshing contrast against the rich, savory meatballs, elevating the sensory experience. It's amazing how ordinary ingredients can result in such an inspiring delicacy. The layers of flavor unfold like a symphony, blending nature's freshness with the hearty warmth of human creativity. Delicate vetch crowns the lion's head, adding a subtle touch. Each bite bursts with the richness of meat and the tranquility of spring. The unique fragrance of vetch contrasts unexpectedly, yet beautifully with the rich pork, creating a delightful juxtaposition. The old and new flavors combine in this ephemeral culinary performance that graces the table each spring, leaving diners eagerly anticipating its return the following year. Sichuan cuisine offers dishes that can please any palate. Chengdu is a place where anyone can savor tastes that remind them of home. Those who live in the city are embraced by its natural beauty, shaped by its mountains and rivers. Chengdu locals, who appreciate harmony, have developed a profound love for food, sharing a genuine connection from heart to soul to their land, a place of comfort and happiness. Whether it's a neighborhood banquet stretching down the street, a freshly roasted goose in a countryside yard, or a seasonal dish offered only briefly, the food always exudes a comforting simplicity and warmth that speaks directly to the heart.